It's an Indian summer afternoon. Perfect conditions for football, and off we go on EA Sports. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, got three. No. Check, Patriot.
A big welcome back carry for David Johnson, who almost missed all of last year. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now Rosen to throw on 2nd down. Being chased out left. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
And him running the football is not something the defenses spend a lot of time preparing for. But this guy has a survival instinct and a knack for knowing when exactly to do it.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6.
All right, now look at 56.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. Yeah, the movement there coming from the middle of the line.
And you understand he wants to get off the ball quickly, but the ball's right in front of him. He has to watch it move first.
They only need a yard here. 3rd down and 1 after the penalty. Following the penalty, it's Johnson. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And he will have the 1st down as he gets this to the 47. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
Man, you talk about a coach setting the tone on the first drive of the ball game. On his own side of midfield, he says, forget it, punting unit. We're going for it. And his guys are able to get him a 1st down.
Here's Rosen to throw. And Stills bringing it in. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Now lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now Rosen. On the left side, this is Stills. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Give them a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On 2nd down, Johnson. Johnson with a burst, a 1st down and more. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. That good for 19 and a 1st down. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
and they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where he'll run it to the inside, but it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On play action, Rosen. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
On 3rd down, Johnson. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. From the shotgun is Trubisky. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Trubisky. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. Trubisky hitting Robinson for a big one. 51 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. They'll throw on 1st down with Trubisky. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
Eluding the pressure right. It's complete to Robinson. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A Chicago 1st down to former Jag Allen Robinson on the catch from Trubisky. They'll run for it with Tariq Cohen. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. Trubisky keeps it himself. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Now, this feels like old-school football because this has turned into a good old-fashioned goal line stand. So on offense, what do you do now? Do you decide to run it or throw it if you go for it on 4th down?
They're not going to kick it. A chip shot, but they're going for it down 3 on 4th down. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis back with you as it's Bears football here to begin quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. They're not going to kick it. A chip shot, but they're going for it down 3 on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Mark Barron coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. On 1st down, it's Rosen. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And that one results in 35 yards. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. The 1st down carry here for Johnson. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. As David Johnson works his way back from the wrist injury, what are the hesitations, the cautions for him?
Well, number one, you want to make sure he's got full strength in the wrist because he's going to carry the football an awful lot, so ball security is important. And you definitely want to make sure there's flexibility there because he's been such a great pass catcher in the past. You want to make sure he gets back to being able to do that as well.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a 1st down. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 46. Now a handoff. Johnson. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Danny Trevathan there to bring him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And down to the 36-yard line here. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
On 3rd and 1, Rosen. And able to find Kirk complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 18 yards there and a 1st down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it in, throw it, go play action, and take your shot at the end zone.
And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
On 2nd down, here's Rosen. And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Kenny Stills, and it'll bring up 3rd down. They pitch it out to Johnson. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. He gets this down to the 3, but no further. Brought the great move out of the bag, but couldn't do a ton with it. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. And Johnson on an island by himself in the backfield. 2nd and goal. They'll run it with Johnson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
The penalty gets them half the distance closer, but they'll still need to come up with something on 3rd and goal. Oh, how about this ball down near the goal line? And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. More from the desert after this. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goal is probably not what they were hoping for.
Man, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
Onto the field now come the Bears. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again.
Under pressure, they got him again. Dante Fowler. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. On 2nd down, here's Trubisky. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. That's caught at the 25. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Now Cohen. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
If indeed the Chicago Bears were looking for a nice change-up to Jordan Howard at running back, they found it in Tariq Cohen. I'm telling you, this guy is shifty, quick. Even though he's small in stature, some people have called him the latest human joystick.
How about that? That'll be fun for Madden players. Just 5'6", but as you said, he can move. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, Trubisky escaping the pressure right. He'll leave it for Cohen, complete. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll be 4th down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And Parkey's kick is good. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So they do get the 3 points before they hit halftime. Something to build on, maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? Wave the flag. That's good. Got points. And now, as you said, they've got something to build on as they get ready for the second half.
The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead. But a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Flush to his right. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Johnson on the counter. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. So if you like field goals, this is your game. 6-3, 3 field. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. The first play of the drive there is incomplete. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
18.
2nd and 10. It's Trubisky again. Eluding the pressure right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Dante Fowler in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And this is complete to Zach Miller. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Credit the tackle to DJ Swearinger.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
They try again with Cohen. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off, and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Trubisky. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. On 2nd down, Rosen steps away to his left. Try! Caught on the left side, Fitzgerald. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, you're just hoping that they make good decisions because so many things can happen that can go wrong when you throw it downfield like that. He got away with it there and in a big way.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Detroit! Detroit!
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. And he's unable to haul it in. So it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field. And that brings up 4th.
Slants are so tough to cover because everything happens so fast. But sometimes it happens too fast for the guy catching the ball because all of his movements have to be quick off the line of scrimmage, and then all of a sudden the ball's right on top of you. And maybe he got a little bit ahead of himself there.
A lot of times coming in with good pace, and he dropped it. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick. Right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Escaping the pressure right. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. And Miller with it over the middle. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. Tackle made there by Josh Bynes. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Now Trubisky to throw on 2nd. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Trubisky now, 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half, 1st and 10. Trubisky will throw. Dancing to his left. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Aaron Colvin. Then he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. A throw he probably shouldn't have made, rolling left and then throwing back across the field.
And when you do that and you're rolling towards the sideline, you've cut down your field in a big way, significantly. And the guys who play in the second and third level, those linebackers and DBs, they know that. And they know they don't have nearly as much space to cover. And they're hoping you try and throw it back towards the middle.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
Now Rosen to throw on second down. It's complete. Stills. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. His throw incomplete. Ricky Seals-Jones, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
And Fitzgerald has got it. Touchdown, Cardinals. Larry Fitzgerald, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. To throw is Rosen. And that's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Dante Fowler getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. Now, following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Bears on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd down and 12. Now it's Trubisky. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Swearinger. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Extra point attempt to follow here. The extra point up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken at his 4. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Here's Trubisky. Dumps that off to his running back, Jordan Howard. And they'll get him down here at the 23. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Let's go, let's go. Hands up. Set up.
Throwing here, Trubisky. He's going to air one out. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Finding Gabriel complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Now Trubisky on 1st down. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. A good pickup there, 26 yards. This is Cohen. And he's brought down. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? They come out here in the eye. Try to punch it in with Howard. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Jordan Howard, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears get a bit closer. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. Rosen and the Cardinals take over with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They begin the drive with Johnson, and he'll get this one up to the 26. Adrian Amos up to make the tackle. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Now, before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's a 20th carry for Johnson. David Johnson on his way. Touchdown, Cardinals. David Johnson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over. Rush coming, and he's taken down. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Now Trubisky. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Marcus Golden in there to record another sack, their 6th of the afternoon. On 2nd down, Trubisky flush to his right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Josh Jones. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Rosen. David Johnson here on the catch. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. Touchdown, Cardinals. David Johnson with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Cardinals turning that interception into a touchdown. Extra point just does sneak over the bar, and that will bump the lead up to 26. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I I want to see something executed well before we get out of here, and that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
You see it? You see it?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Now the Card's going to call another timeout, their second, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 12, and he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
No gain on the play there, second down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Detroit!
And Rosen's actually going to throw it here. It's caught. Stills right side. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Here's Andy Lee now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And this will get inside the 20 and be touchdown just outside of the 15-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Here's Trubisky to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Mark Barron. And he will score. Touchdown Cardinals. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going
Exactly.
forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
And able to get a couple as he's across.